Awesome. Okay, coaches, we're going to go over push passing technique here. This is something that we want to aim to have all our players at every age be able to do. Spin passing is a little bit extra, maybe a little bit more for the backs or the more skilled players, but everybody should be able to push pass off of both hands. That is a pass without any spin, just a little toss of the ball. Okay, so for push passes, the number one point of technique is the elbow position. If kids get the elbow position right, they'll get almost all of their errors eliminated. And the two big points are elbow at 90 degrees and kicking the elbow out. So we don't want to be long, we don't want to be up here tight, we want to be here at 90 degrees with the elbow so that when I pass, if I'm running this way and passing this way, I can push straight through and extend the elbow. And that's where a lot of my power just comes from that elbow extension right there. So elbow at 90 degrees. Secondly, kicking the elbow out. If I'm running this way and my elbow is in tight, I'm not going to be able to push without swinging and flinging. I got to kick the elbow out in order to be able to push through. So kicking the elbow out and having it bent at 90 degrees are the two most important cues. And of those two cues, the elbow out is the one that the kids will struggle with. So that kick your elbow out cue, that is what you're going to yell at your passers more than any other cue until they're good at it. So get the elbow out. I'll give you guys a drill for that in a little bit. Elbow out. After that, hand position is also important. Kids will do weird things with their hands. These are the main things I give as cues for hand position. First one is putting kind of pinkies close together like this kind of cup shape that we can put the ball in. And then pointing your palms towards your target and your fingertips towards the ground. Okay? If we do this is a good shape for passing. Palms towards my target, fingertips towards the ground, extending in the elbow, elbow kicked out, and that's going to be a good pass 9 times out of 10. So if I go ahead and have Mr. Eit step on in, we'll do a few demonstrations, then I'll show you some bad passes. So this is our good push pass right here. His elbow's out, kicking the elbow out, extending, pushing straight through, and my hands just fall straight towards my target like that, okay? Main issues that you're gonna see. The number one of the first flaw, elbows long. If we have kids flinging like this, those are gonna tend to be bad passes that will go all over the place. Tell them to bend their elbows, all right? Secondly is the elbow tight, which is also gonna tend to be a fling pass like that. Kick the elbow out. And then elbow too bent and arm too high, they're not gonna have a lot of power here, so you gotta have them bring it down to their hip. That's a good target for where the ball should be, right kind of on their hip right here, so they're not up here too high. Pushing from there where they can extend and their arms can rise into the ball for a little bit more power. And then another flaw that I'll see fairly often is kids will kind of have the ball too far up as they're passing, and they don't have a lot of power because the ball is too far and they don't have a lot of range of motion. We got to make sure we bring the ball back to where our arm is nice and cocked and loaded and we can get some power into it. Those are like the 4 most common flaws that you'll see in your kids and how to correct them.